Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you, and I know my lighting is really bad right here. I gotta shoot this in one of the dark rooms of my place because my daughter's watching a cartoon right now, and I don't want to make her have to turn it off and everything. Anyhow, what I'm talking about tonight is Doctor Sleep. This is a little bit of an early review, so don't tell anybody. Doctor Sleep is directed by Mike Flanagan, who just directed the absolutely great Oculus and Ouija Origin of Evil, which was just so good. It's probably the best sequel of all time as far as if you're just comparing sequel superiority to the previous film. I mean, like Ouija, like not talking about Ouija Origin of Evil. Great movie. But yeah, Mike Flanagan did a great job with those films, and he does a great job with this. The film stars Ewan McGregor, Rebecca Ferguson, Cliff Curtis, actor I've always liked, Bruce Greenwood, and newcomer Kaylee Curran, I think was it. This is a sequel to The Shining. It is based on Stephen King's novel from I think 2011, maybe 2012, around that time. And yeah, it's a sequel to The Shining about Danny Torrance as a man in his early 40s or mid 40s now, and he runs into a little girl who is currently being hunted by these creatures who are the steamers, something like that. They basically had The Shining too, but they prolonged their life and enhanced their abilities by feeding off children with The Shining. Now, all I know about the book of Doctor Sleep is what I read. I read a spoiler review in the Wikipedia shit, like back in May or June, whenever the trailer for this film came out, and that's all I really know about it. And what I remember from that, I mean, I got pretty good memory, so I remember the gist of it. And I think, I mean, from what I remember just from the description, it seems like the film was faithful, but was really special about Flanagan's film is that it seems to both show love and appreciation to both Kubrick's film and Stephen King's novel, if not even vindicating Kubrick's film for the people who did not like the movie, the fans of the novel like me and King. But I thought this was, I mean, so well done, so good. Now, I will argue, or would definitely understand the argument, that feeling that towards the third act of the film, that the movie got maybe a little too weighed down with callbacks and references and stuff like that. That could have been definite distraction and taking out the emotion and the moment of the story you're in right now. But to me, it didn't really have that effect on me personally. But I understand that for sure. I thought Rebecca Ferguson was amazing in this. Rose the Hat. This could be one of Stephen King's greatest villains. This was a monster. She is pure evil and an interesting character all around. Her insecurities, her vanity, her power, her mystique. It's a good character. She's a good villain all around. Rose the Hat, really cool character. And Rebecca is excellent in the role. She's a good actress, anyways, and just I could point out how beautiful and sexy she is in the movie, but you already know that because she's in the movie. Anyhow, McGregor's terrific in it. Funny little side note, I've always been really intrigued and do my own. I love casting stuff, like thinking of who could have played this kind of stuff. I kind of think I got a kind of natural mind for casting of roles. If I would have ever gotten into movies, I wouldn't have ended up as a director, a composer, an actor. I would just ended up a casting director, but which would have been fine by me. But I think I have a good mind for that kind of stuff, and it's so funny because I wanted Ewan McGregor for Pennywise back when they announced the Pennywise the It remake. Whoa, way back in 2013, 2014, something like that. But yeah, I thought he was the guy to go with, for real. But hey, Bill Skarsgård nailed it. And sometimes, it's just better to go with, and unknown for roles like that. But McGregor in this, in Doctor Sleep, he was terrific. He was absolutely terrific. I mean, Ewan McGregor's a really good actor. It's interesting, he's a movie star. He's a Brit, or is he? No, he's Scottish. Yeah, that's right. But he's still European. And movie star, European, handsome, works a lot. No Oscar nomination. It's kind of weird, right? I've always thought it was kind of weird. They never nominated him for nothing. Even movie I didn't even like, Moulin Rouge. I don't ever have to hear him sing again. But it's a weird thing. Anyhow, it's total sidetracked. I thought it was terrific in the movie. Really, really, really good in the movie. Annie, you all right? She said, yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna give Doctor Sleep. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars because for me, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it moved really well. I do believe this film is longer than Kubrick's The Shining, believe it or not. But I had a blast, man. I had a really good time watching this movie. I will say there's one. There's. I won't say it's not problematic. It's an unsettling scene. It's a really dark, very horrific, violent scene. They show you as little as possible while showing you as much as possible, if that makes sense. You kind of have to see it for yourself to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, there's one real standout. Oh my God, kind of scene in the film. Anyhow, yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars for Doctor Sleep. I love the movie. It was a long, slow way to get to the good horror movies this year. We had to get through just awfulness, like Escape Room and Replicas, but we had good, fun little Johnson there, like Glass. But then, yeah, the classics did start to pile up. The greatness started to pile up for horror this year. It really did. I mean, you got Us, Midsummer, Crawl, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Ready or Not, It Chapter 2, and now Doctor Sleep. Multiple, just really, really fun horror movies. Movies I really enjoyed quite a bit. And other horror movies this year that, weren't necessarily good, but had stuff going for them. Brightburn is a fun concept. Had some brutal gore, had some great gore in there. And at least he kept it short. But quite frankly, I kind of thought they screwed the pooch. They didn't go all out. They didn't go for it. They didn't go for what they really should have done. They should have gone out. I just felt the movie held back too much. Maybe it was the budget, but it didn't really seem that way. Anyhow, I'm just rambling now. Hope y'all like this video. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.